Check one, check two. Unwind with Teddy is live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast. Tonight, it's DForDoubleTake, surviving a copycat. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. Let's do a quick sound check. Let me know that you can hear everything just fine. So I'm 2 minutes early to the time that I posted. It's 10:23. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. I see Vicky, my moderator. Good evening. So I will give it, a minute or two. Is the sound good? Okay. I have to get in a good stretch. I tried. I thought it was going to come on a little bit earlier, and it just didn't work that way. All right, so we have at least 10 people listening, whether you are in the bushes or not. Sound is good? All right. So as you come in, please remember to hit the like on your way into the Bear Cave. Fair use commentary. This broadcast, as always, is for education, criticism, and entertainment purposes only. So where do I begin? Let's talk about this double take moment mob. Because 2 hours ago, just over 2 hours ago, Danielle pulled the oldest YouTube trick in the book, the copy and claim. Let's just roll it back a day and talk about another content creator. See, it's not going to be about me tonight. It's about Cups of Conversations. After being bullied off, I will call it that, off the YouTube streets, well, she did tell us why she left, but I'm calling it that on some level. Makes her comeback with surviving the troll farm. It's raw, it's hers, it's authentic. But Danny, oh no. Danny couldn't let Cubs breathe for 5 minutes. Suddenly, she's announcing her own surviving series. Surviving the real narcissistic troll farm. Yeah. And when folks called her out, what does she do? She hits us with the revisionist history. Oh, my first surviving series was Surviving Nosy Whole Life. Girl, stop. I know you're calling it a series. That was just you running your mouth until you saw someone else package their story with a title. Shall I remind folks, since she's talking about titles, the first Surviving Nosy Whole Life, that title, that came out. I put it out December, what was it, right at the end? 2020. So that's why I say, girl, stop. Surviving Nosy Whole Life. Yeah, I didn't make it into the series then, but let me continue. That's called retroactive branding, not creativity. Then she sprinkles in a shout out to Tasha K and Sean Davy way, like that absolves her of being a copycat? Newsflash. Crediting the originator doesn't excuse the duplication. It just proves you are borrowing someone else's shine. Yes, I've talked about Unwind with Tasha K and her series, Surviving Jaguar. Right. I digress. Here's the real tea. Danny loves to scream jealousy at everyone else, but look who's jealous here. Every time someone else has a story, Danny has to double back and snatch the spotlight. That's what this is about. She can't stand to be outshined. So she plants herself on top of somebody else's narrative. That's not leadership. That's not originality. That's D for double take, because every time another creator steps forward, Danny's right there in the wings waiting to hijack the applause. All right, so let's just start with the timing, shall we? I mean, this is live, so I'm going to say some things. I haven't rehearsed anything, but this is just my take on it initially. I mean, right out of the gate. 23 hours ago, because I'm looking at Cups of Conversations channel, she put out a video called A Cautionary Tale of Surviving a Troll Farm, Money, Motives, and Moles. 23 hours ago. Okay. I watched it. I thought it was very clever. I just liked her introduction to it, and then said coming soon. Well, 10 hours ago, you know, what would that be? Like 13 hours later? Here comes Danielle with Surviving the Real Narcissistic Troll Farm, Part 1. Projection of Jaguar Wright and other narcs. I mean, just sit on that for a moment. Just the title and the timing. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to put through to AI what she posted 2 hours ago. All right. Just to get an initial, like, what's going on here? Jockeying here for position. Because in her post, she said, my first surviving series was Surviving Nosy Whole Life, exposing the sham investigation. Okay. My second series will be Surviving the Narcissistic Troll Farm. I mean, put out part 1, come back a few hours later, emphasis, but then shout out who? Shout out to the queen of surviving titles, Unwind with Tasha K. So a shout out made to her, a shout out made to Sean Davy Way, who he had a surviving series. All right. Someone giving him scripts to read each time. Then she says, check out their surviving videos. And then lastly, here's my part 1. What does that say? You see, it's not my videos, but I want to talk about it because I see the move that is being made. This can't allow another content creator to run with an idea before she has to jump in. Kind of reminds me of what happened even when I made, Love Triangle. She could not. She had to, and even said, I'm going to make it my own. But let's stick with this double take theme. Okay. Also, please be mindful of the comments that you make. I'm not looking at your comments. Perhaps I should put them on the screen. Maybe I'll do that. Should I do that? Kind of like my moon there. Let me look at the chat before I continue. Surviving a copycat. She's going to say, well, you have Unwind with Teddy. I said it, and I told everybody about it. Tonight, I'm talking about this, though. Copycat before another content creator could even make it to the first, launch, which I'm certain there are some who are looking forward to it, just for another style, just to see a take on it. Okay? Yeah. But I said I was going to read a couple of comments. Then I'm going to talk about it a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Let's see. Should I put up the comments, or should I just keep up the moon? What would you guys like? It is about jealousy. Let us please be honest. And you see, I'm talking about another content creator. So she's not going to be able to say, "Oh, you're just talking about this because, you're jealous of me." No, 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 no. I'm pointing out a pattern, and it's real, and the receipts are there. Jealousy is a heck of a drug. Yes, Jennifer, just like she stole the content for Love Triangle in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. It's a cardboard cutout. I mean, it was just like a rush. 10 hours later, put out. I just got to get ahead of this. That's exactly what it was. Period. She has never been able to think of anything on her own. On her own. And it did. Started surviving Nosy Ho live also. She even took one of my lines from my video. She did. From the Nosy Ho live series. It's all there. But as I said, this is a pattern. Hang on. All right, so let's just think about some things here. Turn the music down. There we go. All right, so I said I just put through the post that I read just to see, what AI would say about it. Few points were made, contradictions in Danny's post. Her first quote, or I'll quote it, "My first surviving series was Surviving Nosy Ho Life." Translation, she's scrambling to create a history of her own originality. If it was truly a series, was it presented as such? Or is it like retroactive justification? I mean, so was this a franchise? And then this shout out to Tasha K and Sean Davieway. So she's trying to preempt the criticism of copying by name dropping bigger creators. But giving credit doesn't change the fact that she mirrored Cups of Conversations, brand new return video with an almost identical concept. That's not homage, that's piggybacking. And lastly, when she said, "Here's part 1 of my new series," this is the move. Drop part 1 quick so that she can stake the territory before Cup's story gains traction. It's about smothering the momentum, not creating something original. She had to hurry, get out there before any traction. Yeah, it would be something, a series that people would be interested, I think. I am. seeing how Cups is going to, make her come back with a series. Yeah, surviving the troll farm. Her story, perhaps. Her pain, maybe. Her testimony. I don't know how she's going to roll it out. But before the applause could even finish echoing, as I mentioned, here comes Danielle. Dropping, we'll call it her own knockoff. Surviving the real narcissistic troll farm. It was like, when I saw that come up, it was like a double take. Didn't we just see this? I mean, didn't Cups already say it? I mean, this ain't inspiration. Maybe D for desperation? Again, because Danielle cannot, impossible, let another creator breathe without trying to bogart the spotlight. I called it hijacking when she did it to me. And again, the emphasis must be set. Danielle loves to holler about how everybody else is jealous of her. But talk about real jealousy here. If you were secure in your own crown, you wouldn't feel the need to double back every time someone else shines. Instead, what you're doing here, my opinion, mirror, mimic, photocopy. That's not being the leader. That's being a doppelganger. It's like a double take of YouTube. That's what it is. That's why I called it D for double take. Every time someone drops something new, Danielle's right behind them, remixing the mess like we won't notice, but we see it, we catch it, and receipts don't lie. You have to hijack everyone else's survival story. You're not exposing the troll farm. Maybe running one of your own? That's on D for double take, I think. I said I just give my input just quickly before I look at any comments. I may not say any more about this, but that point I wanted to drive home. D for double take. Yeah. Surviving a copycat. That's how I see it. A reflex. Again, let me just pause because I've made some points. Let me just look at the chat because I could keep going. I could. Let's see. Right here. Just like she didn't cover Jag until she got mad that Hear Her was making money covering Jag. Facts. Hear Her TV started talking about Jag. That was early in 2023. January, February. Yes, Danielle was covering something else. And once more, just bulldoze Bogart. Yeah, come in and take it as her own. And she has, been trolling Jaguar Wright ever since. At least Jaguar Wright would think she's a troll. And Danielle says she's a troll. She's going to make her part of the focus of this series, I think. Vicky Black says she's been shading Cups of conversation, trying to get her attention. Cups ignored her. Yes. Lots of shade to go around. You can email me right now at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Good evening, Sharon. Freebird Lee says, Jen, they couldn't stand it. And we saw it unfold in real time with the aunt call. Yes. Who can forget that? Hear her. Yes. That infamous phone call. But everyone else is jealous. Except Danielle. Rip running receipts. All right, I will read Cups. Says Vicky, if she wants my attention, she has to cut the camera on. I doubt she will do that. It's not me, says Cups. I had to go listen to your premiere again. More interesting when you listen carefully. Yes. I liked the clips and the sound, and then a clip, bring it in, take it out. I like that. It was great. Intro, I guess you could say, to what's coming. Sharon says she hasn't had an original idea since I've been on YouTube. So she's going to say, well, my original series, yes, Surviving Nosy Whole Life, okay? And it was predicated on her coming for revenge. So she made a revenge series. Okay. Which was 2 months. Exactly. From the time she landed to the time Nosy Whole Life channel was terminated. But then it continued on. Yeah. Let's see. Wait a minute. It's not me. Says, Cups, that part. Tell her. She gotta pop out and show you. All that, around the BS is over. Cup says, my first surviving series was December 28, 2020. How about that? Yes. So people can pull up the dates. That would have been before, I believe, Sean Davieway even had his surviving. Yeah. Jennifer says, so she is going to do a series about surviving her and those who pay her? No inflection? Well, that's interesting. She can rap. Surviving the doze. Yes. Oh. See where that one goes. It's Not Me says, yeah, she intentionally gave TK and SDW shout outs and mentioned their surviving videos. She really thinks people are dumb. Yeah. Can't take it. You can support the channel by hitting the like. I started mine first before Tasha K did hers. Ooh. Clock that tea. Clock that tea. Oh, wow. All comments and opinions in the chat are allegedly. Well, you certainly have a right to at least, talk about the troll farm. You've been one who, this isn't something new that you've mentioned before. So, yes, I want to hear this in this series. Yeah, from the beginning. Your take on it. Sharon says, I've heard it speculated that she would struggle once the bag content dried up, and now we see. If people aren't speaking facts, why address it? Yeah, it's like, does she want to drown someone else out, or drown out the truth, or drown out facts from coming out, or drown out others from, hearing about it without it always being said it's just a conspiracy. This doesn't exist. It's all da. How is she going to talk about it? Yeah, already she's saying narcissistic narcs. But one of the features of a narcissist is they just cannot absolutely stand to be outdone, outshined. Yeah. And good evening to Rare Groove, who joins the conversation. Grasping at straws says, it's not me. To Jennifer, she knows she's no content. So now she wants to play triple victim and say she's surviving stalkers. She has to be joking. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 10 hours later, that is exactly why I wanted to quickly make this point, so it wouldn't just, be overlooked. A reaction in real time. I mean, the dust hadn't even settled till she's putting out one, whole series, she said, is coming. Part 1 has already been played, and then she says, you know what, I've already been out. I've been on, I gotta get off. I've been on, like 3 times today already. But she had to get in it. Fair use commentary, I'm just talking. I'm just giving my observation, because it is so obvious what is going on here. My opinion, you have yours. Yes, even the 5 things. Yes, I remember that. And yes, one of her favorite words, stalkers. She has a lot of favorite words. Should make a list of Danielle's favorite sayings. Oh, you said that during morning woke up. I may have missed it. She had a morning coffee, something like that. Yes. Desperado, D for desperado. Notice how she said her first surviving series was Nosy Ho, and shouted TK and Sean Davieway after, let's see, let me look at the screen, to insinuate that she did it first before them, before anyone. She's a fraud and a copycat. In my opinion, says Vicky, she's stalking Hubs. Hurrying to pay for the interrogation video. Yes, thanks. Had to get it out first. Oh, I'm Wine with Teddy. She's, played one 17-second clip, and she knew that DVD was coming. So what does she do? To the first person who can get to Louisiana, pick up that DVD, because to send it by way of USPS or FedEx or whatever, it just would take $250. Who picked up the $250? Or was that someone else who picked it up? I don't know. Let's see. Now, if AI can read between the lines, then heads up. So, heard something saying on a video outside of YouTube. They dropped kind of a hint like you can be struck if you use any of my material. 6 seconds, not just the music. It could just be her voice. And it even might come down to, this is caution. She struck me when I did this. Like I'm reading from a post that she made. I had AI read it. I had the voice, the robotic voice. I Natasha, that voice, character, read it. She struck me the same day. Yes. So that's just caution. She dropped a hint that she could strike. So just, it's not me, says Vicky. She is so pressed and bothered by cups that she posted cups and that old redundant on her backup a couple of days ago. She wants to be cups and she's mad about it. Oh, did I have my mic off? I was reading. So when did I turn off my mic? Because I can see that it was on for a period of time. So like when I put up, it was off. How long? It's like I'm reading these comments. Like when I put that up, I'm reading. So I was reading your comments. Not long. Okay, great. I think it was when I was going to pull the chat over. I could have. About a minute. All right. All right, good. I know when I did it. Yeah. I said, hold on for a moment. Gatorade time. That was it. Yeah. So, what else might I want to say about this? About why Danielle can't let another creator shine. There's got to be something to that. There has to be something to that because it's happened multiple times. She's, again, this whole, everybody's jealous of me. Is she projecting there? Yet her behavior says just the opposite. She's the one chasing, shadowing, doubling back on what others say, do. Copycatting. You know, there is a phenomenon, copycatting. Yeah, there is. And it could be tied to some need to control. Yeah. Or lack of someone's own identity or insecurity. There's something there. Yeah. And it's definitely about power. Yeah. I've always talked about this whole power trip with Danielle. If I can't be first, I'll still make sure I'm in it. Yeah. The receipts are there. The receipts are there. There. We'll see. Because when you have to hijack everyone else's story, yeah. And I'll leave it at that. Copycatting. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Way to put it. Copycatting. Cups. Old, borrowed, and new. She doesn't like any. Maybe she's concerned that something is going to come out in Cup's series that maybe hasn't, been talked about. Yeah. Maybe a receipt, perhaps, that, again, I'm just talking because I don't know how it's going to go. I just know I was looking forward to it. I'm still looking forward to it. Yeah. But maybe something's going to come out. Maybe a receipt. Yeah. Of some sort. Shine a light on the troll farm. Someone in the troll farm. Someone who was there at the beginning. I don't know. Remember what I said? When I first came onto this platform, I didn't even know about what a troll farm. I can honestly say I hadn't even heard about it. Yeah. One word, Teddy, unoriginal. For her to invite a poll on somebody, looks is very telling. Oh yeah, she's done that before. I wonder how it will go. Yeah. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm talking about Cups series. Yeah. She called it a cautionary tale of surviving a troll farm. Money, motives, and moles. I like it. I do. A catchy title. Someone who refuses to show their face talking about someone else's looks is wild. Oh, all right. So, It's Not Me says, don't be fooled to Sharon. Her and Jag had an agreement. Jag could have been pulled the plug, but she didn't want to. You know, there's just something to all of it, I think. Well, she said she's cute, right? Prayer group explained someone that is cute has no problem on camera. She's shaking. Oh, her reason is someone might recognize her and she has to remain anonymous. Yeah. Anonymous because someone, if they recognize who she is, then, she said people are going to be really, really really disappointed her family that she's on here acting a complete fool. Her words are not mine. She repeated it 4 times. And she knows what she's doing. Yeah, is wrong. But she said she gets away with it because she's anonymous. So, I don't know if she's going to want to show her face. Not voluntarily. Rare Groove. Cute. It's not me says cute. Bees turn their cameras on. Her face doesn't fit her fake persona. A whole hidden catfish, you think, out there. There are patterns when she speaks about a person's looks that she wants to either humiliate or say something about. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I didn't. Yeah. She has a certain things that she will say about a person's image. Female. Let's start with females. They all look like men. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, they can't be feminine. No. Yeah. And there's always this undercurrent. There's a tension, some type of sexual tension that she has to sexualize women. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's about either, but it's constant. It is in every theme. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's about, but it's prominent. Mm-hmm. Let's see. She's playing pretend in these good people faces. But look at the cartoon, her cartoon. AI lace wigs and waving hands, talking gibberish. Where's the clap? You know what? I haven't said anything about that one particular AI. And the movement with the dragon nails. And yeah, we'll just say it's styled a certain way, maybe to appeal to a certain audience. That one particular AI. Yeah, the one that she is now using. Didn't that one come out after dropping the T? Yeah. That one. That's the one I'm talking about. And dressing up these personas. Yeah, why? I mean, that one it definitely has a certain look. It's a certain cookie cutter look to a certain image, a younger image of it is. It is. It was obvious when I saw it. I won't talk about it much, but I mean, it's an AI, so I can't. So I'm not talking about a real person, but an image. It's just... Okay. It is going to appeal to a certain audience, I think. Yeah, maybe her newbies. maybe, yeah, maybe her newbies. I don't know. And you know what? Because you said, who said that? Let me go back. Wait a minute. Because I clicked on Jennifer. Was that Rare Groove or was that? Yes. She's gonna get you for that. Lace wigs. She gonna get you for that one. When I say get you, she's gonna say something. Oh, you're talking about hair or whatever. Yep, it is the waving hands. Those waving hands are a bit. It's not really as natural. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of movement in that one. Yeah, a lot of movement. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna say, well, what? You make one. I can make one. I just haven't. Polly said, is giving subconscious disrespect of females. And yes, kind of misogynistic views. Mm-hmm. Dressing up all these personas. At one time, there was a content creator who magically found Andrea one late night. Now, let me continue to read. We liked her. One of her big followers was an account called Tony Montana. I've always wondered if there was a link. Now that one escapes me because I don't know about that. Yeah, AI Beefgate. I wonder if she had a female figure in her life, maybe a relative that was, that she saw as pitiful or something. There's something there. There's something there to why she has had a need to sexualize women. Yeah. I just say it like it is. For teaching purposes. Yes. When I say it like that, it is. Let's see. Rare Groove. It's the animated lace front, slick down baby hairs for me. Anything to continue to play up the dark-skinned black woman persona. Now she might say something about that. I read it. She might say that that's a comment that might be. Well, you know what? She called me racist, and I thought that a black person can't be racist. I thought I heard her say that, but then she called me a racist, and she called Maggie. Yeah. She put it in one sentence that Maggie and I are racist. I'm like, where did she get that from? You want to put that narrative out there? Uh-oh. Rare Groove says, I'm going to say it. It's ghetto. Uh-oh. Ooh, now, you know what? Now we're going to be, we're walking a real fine line here because, you know, one of the things she might say is, now wait a minute. Are you going to let other women talk about black women in that way? So that's how you perceive that image, Rare Groove? So I just throw that back. Okay. Cups of conversations. Do you know The content creator I'm talking about? Jennifer wants to know. No. Ooh, Rare Group says, and I'm black. So, all right. So yeah. The baby hair slicked down. And I'll just say this. It's some black women, younger, some, they do style their hair in that way. The baby hairs. I don't slick mine down, with a lot of gels and butters and anything, but I do brush my hair. But some like to, that's kind of a style. So it's pronounced. I mean, it's almost like a style in a style. It is. And you're black, so you know that. Baby hair styling. You can actually go and watch videos on how to just style the baby hairs. Yes. So for some, it's an art. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. And it can be attractive if it's not just over the top. And when I say over the top, it takes away from the entire style that you don't even look at the style behind. That's why I say it's a style within a style, or part of a style. It should be to complement the overall face and style. Yeah. Did you know? I have to say this. Okay, since you brought it up, Rare Group. Did you know that you can, just like you can purchase, women wear wigs. Cardi B said she was wearing wigs, during the trial. So this is nothing against wigs. But did you know that you can purchase baby hair styled, and it can be applied where there are no baby hairs? This is how much some women want that part of their style, is why I'm making the point. It's that it's a style within a style. You can. All right. Polly says, I've said it before, and she called me racist. Yeah. Oh my. Conversations inside of conversation. Hey, we've hit our hour. Let me continue. I'll just read down some of these. Hey, Teddy. Hashtag it's my body. True. Let's see. Jennifer says, I don't think anything was coincidence, knowing what we know now. I'm trying to think of a question that I want to ask about the troll farm in general on this platform. Has the troll farm become more sophisticated in its methodology? How about if I ask something like that? And I will continue to read the chat. Then we will wrap it up soon. It's not me says, it's part of her fake character. Shotty wannabe said one day she gonna be Shotty gonna be a thug. That Montana is so cringe. Can't y'all just tell her already? Well, she certainly idolizes Tony Montana. Yeah, I have to say that. My take, my opinion. It's something about that as well. She wants to bring it to life. Let's see. Calling a black person a racist is real intelligent. Those people talking in her head make her say anything. We all know, I ain't saying nothing about hair. Nope. Sorry. As you can see, I'm reading it in real time, and I got it less than halfway through. Yeah. Nope. No. That's right. That's off limits, Jennifer. You can never. Nope. But you can listen. Polly says she's always plays the racist card. She called me racist too. I'm just mixed. My grandma black. Yeah. She continues to attempt to curate an idea of what she actually looks like. Sharon, her avatars have evolved over time. Yeah. Yeah. Cups wants to say, Rare Groove, you are whatever your color truly gives you. Yeah, weaponizing blackness whilst coming after black content creators. Again, saying things such as that can be backed up with receipts. I know it for a fact. You mind? Jennifer's got jokes here. I'm over here minding my bald-headed business. Polly, that her ace, joker, and deuce of diamonds every time. Oh, she's gonna say something. That AI cartoon. You say ghetto, yes. Incoherent gibberish. But have the audacity to go after people. Look. Oh, she's gonna say that's being racist. Oh, no. If she thinks really that you're black, coming from a black person, she's gonna have some kind of angle. Yeah. Well, watch what I say. Ooh, it's not cute when you have a big forehead and you try to cover it up with baby hair. Just saying. You know, I will say this, that there are a number of women who style, that's what I keep saying, style their baby hair, not because they have a big forehead. So not every woman, some women actually, again, that's a style. That's for some art. No, I'm kid you not. Let's see if I can find something. Not on YouTube, but just maybe just a picture of an article. and maybe we will learn something. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, really, it's a styling. Even I'm looking at children's real baby hair, and it's styled in a way. Yeah, boy, she's cute. Even with jewels. Let's see if I can make a quick picture, a copy. That's what I'm talking. It's laying baby hairs. Let's see. Yeah, it's like your baby hairs. You really laid your baby hairs. Look at that. So it's a style in and of itself. I mean, she's got some jewels, or yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and it's not because I think, I don't, to cover up for it. Just, it's a style. Yeah. And yes, see, we're going to learn something. Polly says, no, really? Baby hair wigs? I kid you not. This, I've known about this for a while. Yes. Even the lace fronts, as part of, the overall, have baby hairs with them that you can style. Yeah, it's intentional. But let's see. Baby hair. There's a YouTuber who she even sells them. Wait a minute. There it is. Is that it? Oh, here it is. You can purchase just the baby hair. Just like that with the curls. Yeah. That's why I said, I kid you not. This is something to learn. It's big. So I'm not going to let no one jump on me about these baby hairs, because I know about them. Yeah. I do. And I know that for some black women that wear it, it's part of the style. It's big. It's like, do you really know how to style them? Mm-hmm. So then you're learning something. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we'll get back to wrapping this up. How do we get on that? We'll blame this on a rare group. Because what did I do? I was reading the comments and then I just responded. yeah. What did I say? It's fair use commentary for education. That's part of it. Criticism. That's part of it. Yeah. And in all fairness, I thought I'd, share that part too. So maybe we can, learn something. Yeah. But the AI creation, yeah, it was deliberate that way. Okay. Anything more? I mean, don't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I am reading a couple of emails. So if you sent me one, I'm reading it now. And I responded, and it's 11:40 on a Wednesday. So I think I can leave it right here. Yeah, prayer group says, yep, I take it, but I pull up disclaimer. All right. Let's see. It's not me, it says. If the edges, all right, let's see how this is going to go. If the edges don't naturally lay down, they aren't meant to. Just brush them and go on and live your best life. I might take that a different direction, because someone could come back and say, well, if a person's hair wasn't meant to be curly, let's just say, why would they get a permanent to take a straight hair to a perm curl hair, and vice versa, and or color their hair. Let's take something that everybody could relate to, coloring their hair. So would that apply the same? Yeah. Again, I brush mine, and I don't put all of that gel and glue on my skin and hair. And at my age, I'm 67, I have all my baby hair or edges aren't thinned out, because I think personally I would tell a woman not to put all that glue, because over time they can thin the natural hair and irritate the skin, and a person can end up losing their hair, the edges, and that's a very sensitive and more difficult area to grow back. It can be grown back. I know all the little secrets, I think, at least to growing hair, some of them. So laying down the edges, I would say, you can brush them, but sometimes even just a little product goes a long way. Yeah. For a I'm just going to say, for some women, they're going to say they want a smoother look. Mhm. Yeah. And thank goodness there are new products that can be used, such as mousse, which is so lightweight and doesn't cause the same, kind of damage to hair as, the heavier gels and heavier fragrances do. So on that, I would say, no. I would just differ with it. Yeah. Because, definitely one thing I could say, because I don't wear makeup much. So I could apply it to this. How about this? If women, if your eyelashes, if your eyelashes weren't meant to be curled or meant to be long, why do women put like mascara on them? It's to enhance, I guess. Yeah. So, it's all learning and it's all preferences, I think. Yeah. And mousse will do the job. But for some, okay, let me just leave it at that. Leave-in conditioners, there's different things that a person can use. And over time, I know this to be a fact. People might say, oh, your texture is not going to lay down, or it will over time if you train it with brushing. Yeah. I know this is why I didn't want to, I hope I didn't come across like too critical. It's not me, says, I'm all about the natural, but we're allowed to do what they want, with their heads. Creating baby hairs is so 90s, though. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I say ways that women enhance their natural hair, the way they want it to appear. But brushing, if you've got a good brush, boar brush, there's different brushes, and I think sometimes people think the same kind of brush gets the same kind of results. No, it doesn't. You have to experiment. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, brushing your hair, training it over time. Oh, you can make those baby hairs just behave. Let me put it that way. Because you can look at them as flyaways. How about that? Should I stop? I better stop. Quit while I'm ahead. Okay. What else? Everyone's comments are welcome. And a difference of opinion is welcome too, because we all learn. Rare Groove, here she comes. Or stick with it and be a mockery. In fact, pull up a poll. We're probably going to receive some criticism behind this, and I'm prepared. You can see I'm trying to absorb it in advance. Not that I'm trying to clean it up. I'm just trying to absorb it. All right. And I think who has been the wisest tonight has been Jennifer. So Jennifer, I might get in trouble for something else, and I should have followed your cue. All right. Anything else before we say goodnight? It's time to say goodnight. All right. Biggest bear hugs go out to all of the Grizzlies. Those of you who have joined me in the chat and in the bear cave. But now it's time to say goodbye. Yeah, please hit the like on your way out and join me sometime tomorrow. I can't stop for laughing. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.